Next up in the workshop on Slinging Paint, Veil of Ruin. See you soon. Hey guys, welcome back. We are trucking along on this wonderful little crab guy from Veil of Ruin from the Dark Water Project. Now, I've done things a little bit differently than probably what they were looking for. I don't know. I went with a coconut crab looking guy. Now, a lot of the ones that I found, again, were, the browns and the grays and the, whatever. But then I found this one. I thought he was super cool. He was all black and blue. So I kind of tried to mimic that paint scheme. And to me, he's come out looking pretty freaking cool. Right there. Bam. There it is. Okay, so today what we're going to do is we're going to start working on the base. We're going to start trying to get in underneath the base right there. Underneath our creature. We can't take the creature off. It's all single piece. More or less single piece 3D print. So we have to try and work our best around the big boy right up here. So let's see what kind of damage we can do to this fella. So he's got, I don't know if you guys can see, but he's got a bit of a tree going on there. He's got like a dead fellow, or maybe it starts up a zombie over there. Looks like a couple of little pools. And then, I don't know if you can see, but underneath there is like a river. Well, not a river, but like a little stream, a little gurgling stream of something. And that something, I'm thinking, it's going to be green. I was going to go with blue. I was going to go with, traditional watercolor. But I figured, you know what? Let's change it up. Let's go green. Now, I don't know I haven't quite figured out the color for the land yet, for the land on either side. So we're going to start with the land, and I'm going to start off with Calibite green. It's a nice dark green. It'll help us give those tones underneath. And we are going to use my Citadel medium base brush so we can get a little bit more coverage. It's a little bit faster. Alright, and again, if it doesn't look good, we can change it. But I'm gonna guess that the green is actually gonna look quite good. And if we're a little messy in parts, that's okay. The only parts that we want to try and keep it a little tidier is when we get up next to the creature, because we don't want to repaint him. I mean, if we can, we have to, but let's try our best not to. What do you say? Yeah, I agree. We're going to try our best to not have to repaint this critter. And we almost could have gone with a large brush. But this gives us a little bit of control. And since it's not, since it's probably not that deep of a creek or whatever, not going to worry too much about how deep we're going to make it. We're going to make it look, still going to try our best to make it look cool, make it look like actual water. It's probably going to require 2 thin coats. Now, for those of you, it's an inside joke for those of us who watch other painting videos. And if we go up under the shore, that's okay, because we haven't painted that yet, and we can fix that. We can fix that later. Yeah, some of it looks like there might be little pools that he's standing in. I'm going to do those for now. And if we decide to change our mind later and just make it all the same color as the land, well, we can do that. Yeah. There we go. Kind of see what I'm doing here. Putting the little river or creek or whatever you want to call it, stream, underneath his legs. Kind of nice that I chose green because, well, why not? Remember, these are your miniatures. You paint them however you wish. And I kind of thought that green would be kind of a neat way to go. And while you guys are watching this video, if you have a chance to, shift me over a little bit, check out the the Kickstarter that they have going on for Veil of Ruin. It's pretty cool. Alright, we're going to let that kind of set up and dry a little bit. Because then what we're going to do is we're actually going to hit it with a shade, darken it down just a little bit, and then we're going to take a few different colors of green and lighten it up a little bit here and there, make it look good. So, in the meantime, while we're trying to figure that out, let's figure out the wood. Now, the wood, we're probably going to keep it, standard earth wood color. So we're going to be using browns and, whatever. And I had a wonderful setup of browns here on the table. And now it's been scattered to the four winds kind of thing. So we just actually I would have probably liked Caliban green a little better, but that's okay. I like how it looks. I'm good with it. Is it possible I moved my brown over here? In this painting area? In the paint pit? Who knows? I have paint scattered everywhere. As far as I know. It could very well be. Right now, it doesn't matter, because we're not there yet. So what we're going to do is we are going to take the medium layer brush, and we're going to take the aptly named Dryad bark. Take our buddy here. And we are going to paint the bark of the tree. Now the outer bark, of course, I'm going to do in the darker colors, in the dark browns. Like I said, for ease and whatever, we're just going to do this in the standard earth tone of the browns, because we want people to identify this as a tree, and it's so much easier to do if we use the same color, the same colors that everybody's used to. So brown it is. But who knows what kind of environment, what kind of place this creature comes from. You know, he could have purple trees, or he could have, you know, red trees, or whatever your imagination says that you want to color your tree. Guess what? That's the color of your tree. That's the color of the wood. It doesn't matter. Now, like I said, now just for ease, here we're just going to do, you know, a standard brown tree, standard wood tree, because it helps it make sense to people if it's the right color. And we're already kind of changing up the watercolor. I mean, we're changing the watercolor from a blue to a green. I still haven't quite decided what color we're going to do the ground yet, but that'll come. Maybe I'll leave it black. And my phone goes off. But we're not going to worry about that right now. I'll return the call later. Because you guys are more important. There we go. So that's a start. That's the start of the tree anyway. You can kind of, I'll see if you guys can see it. Ooh, they left me a message. And I will check the messages later. Because, you know, we got time. We got time. It would have been nice if they would call, you know, a little later. But they don't know what I'm doing. Nobody knows what I'm doing. Heck, I don't even know what I'm doing most of the time. I just go. I just paint. Because painting is awesome. And I like to paint. Alright. So let's... There we go. Kind of see there. There we go. The wood is starting to be wood colored. The water is starting to be watercolored. Now what we're going to do with the water is we are going to take kind of a sickly green color. Amethyn Ethanon, what? I don't know. You guys can read it. There we go. Athanon, or Athanin Camel Shade. Actually, no, we're not going to use that one. Oh, no. Actually, sorry. We are going to use that shade. And we are going to use actually a larger shade brush. Just find it. Here we go. I'm going to use my medium shade brush. Medium shade. This is going to help give it a little bit of depth. Because it's going to run into the deeper areas, as the shade does. And help the water give the water. Wow. Today is a hard talk day, apparently. It'll help give the water a little bit extra depth, a little bit of extra body. Which is kind of what we want. So it's going to run into the deeper parts, the crevices. Round a little bit. Round. Also, it does change the shade of green to a more, you know, a more sickly green, which is kind of what I was going for in the first place. Okay, so while we let that kind of dry up, take a little bit to dry up, we can think about what we want for the base. I was thinking kind of like I was thinking maybe a gray. Gray or something like that, you know. I don't know. It's something that I should have thought about ahead of time, so we could just boom go into it, but I haven't. While we're waiting for the shade to dry up. One of the things that we can work on, actually. No, I kind of like how it looks. While we're waiting for the thing to dry up, we can actually work on the bark of the tree. So let's do that. I just wish I knew where my third step brown was, that's all. But that's okay. It'll show up. Always does. It's because I don't see it right now. Doesn't mean that it's not there. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a dry brush technique. We're going to use Gorthor Brown. Wow. Wow, wow. Although I'm pretty sure that there's another slightly darker layer. My Gorthro is my highlight color. Let's take a look and see what we got in the old paint pots over here. Nope, that's not it. It's brown, but not the right kind of brown. Well, that's disappointing. Said I had them all laid out so I could just grab colors and go. But somehow I've gotten them all messed up. Oh. What are you doing both for? Just confirm. Colors that I don't remember why I have them on. Oh, that's okay. Because we are almost done for today. And, of course, hopefully by the time we come back next week, I'll have figured out my conundrum with my browns. But you know what? I actually kind of like this brown. This Tuscarora fur. Is it? I want to make sure that I'm pronouncing. Sorry, this is Doom Bull Brown. Doom Bull Brown. What we're going to do is we're going to give it a light dry brush over top of everything. Yeah. And I'm going to say winner, winner, chicken dinner because I like how it looks. And that's the important part. It's making sure that whatever you're painting is how you like it to look. Because if you don't like it, change it. Don't worry about what other people think. Don't worry about what other people say. If you don't like it, then you have every right to change it. You have every opportunity to change it. You can do what you wish. Because again, as I always say, these are your miniatures. You can choose to do whatever it is that you want to do with it. Okay. Flickety flick. Alright, looking good. Okay, so I've layered 3 different colors. probably put it away into my painting rack, and that's okay. That's what happened. That's what happened. We'll have it for next time. So what I've done is I've layered 3 different colors on there on the brown here. I've done Dryad Bark, Doom Bull Brown, and then for the last highlight I used Gorthor. The Gorthor Brown right there. Alright, so when we come back, guys, hopefully everything will be dried up, ready to go, and I'll have figured out what I want to do with the ground, with the actual ground outside. So we're going to work on the ground. We're going to see if we can start maybe that little fella in the back. Who knows? And we'll go from there. Alright, so in the meantime, paint safe, stay safe. You know, wear your masks and everything like that you have to. Go out if you have to. If you're sick, stay at home. But I'm pretty sure everybody is telling you to do these things. But it's a good thing to do. Alright, so paint safe, and we'll see you guys in the workshop.